Hey, what's up? This is Dark Roast 72, and I normally don't build my own stuff. And the reason why is because I have this tremor in my hands from a car accident that I was in when I was a little kid. And so it's really, really hard for me to solder. So my soldering jobs are not the greatest, but look at that pretty beast right there. So, like I said, not the greatest soldering job. Nothing's touching. I checked it all with the meter and everything. But this is the newbie drone infinity stack, and look at how pretty that thing is. You can see how bad my tremor is. Look at my thumb shaking. So anyway, I built this thing, and I was really excited. And I got these are Cyclone FPV motors, 2207.5, 2700 kV, so very fast. And they're so pretty. I love them. And you can see there's the Cyclone FPV logo on there. And Chaos, it says, which is cool to me. So anyway, built this thing, got it all put together, checked it, everything else. And first time plugging in. Let's go. And, ooh, I got a problem. It's very pretty though. Look at that. Lights everywhere. That's awesome. Never going to miss that thing flying around. But if you noticed, no noise from the ESCs and nothing from the motors. So unplug, take it apart, and again, my very first build. So going to get to work on this thing and see if I can get it sorted out. And if I can't, then I'm going to take it over to Excel RC in Garden City and see if they can figure it out. So, oh, and my Quad Garage, I use this as my soldering pad. It's actually a koozie, but I love the guys at Quad Garage, so I figured I'd give them a little bit of a shout because I buy all my props from there. So anyway, the rest of the stuff I'm using in my build, it's my Nano TBS. And where is it? My I don't know if you can see it or not. Rush tank VTX for racing. And yeah, that's about it. And if you're ever curious what my workspace looks like, well, there you go. It is a big old mess. Laptop. Hey, look, there's me. Hi, me. And yeah, box your camera, that's what's going in there. And yeah, so it's a gigantic mess of quad parts and some motors, more motors, quads sitting up on top of the printer. But anyway, more tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out what's wrong with it. So after an hour last night messing with it, I could not figure out what the heck was wrong with it and why the ESCs wouldn't go to fire up. So I'm on my way to see Aaron over at Excel RC because I actually have a couple of heat sinks that I bought that I need to return because I smoked them. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't smoke these ones. These ones are obviously still brand new. I smoked all the ones that were in, well, you know, I don't really want to talk about that because it kind of hurts me a little bit. But basically, I tried to solder up my own flight controller, my Helio spring, which is the one I use in all my quads. Like I said, never done it before. And I soldered the positive to the negative on the Helio spring flight controller, which in turn resulted in a whole lot of smoke and fire. Yeah, so here I am just kind of like trying to aim this at something that's slightly interesting. Actually, what's more interesting is that's my breakfast right there. I got gummy vitamins and coffee. It is currently 9:46 a.m. and I am headed to Excel. The coronavirus scare has officially hit Michigan. This is my drive into work every day, but it's also my roll to Excel. And normally there's cars as far as the eye can see, and you know, pretty tight traffic on Saturday mornings, and as you can see, it's absolutely just dead. so I'm about 20 minutes out. You know, another thing I have to say is I'm like really impressed by this Jeep Compass. It's a 2020 Jeep Compass Limited. I leased it from Southfield Chrysler from my buddy Alex over there. Alex did a really nice job. You can see it's still brand spanking new. I just got it. I got 164 miles on it. 164 miles on it. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely freaking love this thing. It's wonderful. So this kind of makes me wonder if everything's gonna turn into a drive-through with coronavirus basically scaring everybody to stay inside the house. I went to the gym yesterday morning and I was the only one in the parking lot, which was awesome when it goes to working out because I like an empty place, you know, have the whole place to myself. But it's kind of made me sad at the same time because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are really freaked out over this, which I don't know if they should be or shouldn't be. I'm not going to judge on that at all because I know a lot of people are worried about, you know, the older people that they live with, you know, or the little kids that they live with. I guess little kids are kind of a little bit less susceptible to it, if I can talk. So yeah. Anyway, 3/4 of the way to Excel right now, and yeah, gonna see where I done messed up. Another thing I was just thinking about, turn the radio down for a second. Look like Dracula with that thing. You know, I realized that there's a lot of young guys who are into drones and quads or whatever you want to call them, and there's a lot of us old farts who are like it too. My birthday is actually this month, and you see I got my granny glasses on, and yeah, I'm gonna be 48 years old. Look at, I got like this thing on my neck right here. I don't know what that is, where that came from, but yeah, here I am wasting time. All right. So I get asked why I use Dark Roast 72. So I'm a total coffee nerd. Thank you very much, Panera Bread, for making me an addict to your Dark Roast coffee. No, this is not an ad for Panera Bread. It just happens to be right by my house. And absolutely delicious. 72, if you check the font size on all my videos, the name Dark Roast is at 72-point font. Also happens to be the year I was born, because I'm really old. And yeah, still driving to Excel. All right. Look at that, we finally made it. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Holy smokes, the parking lot is absolutely packed. There's more people on the parking lot than there was on the expressway coming in this morning. So, all right, we're gonna go see if we can get Aaron to fix this thing. Yay! Love my Jeep.
He's coming.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Sure. Yeah, he'll be in there an hour. No, I'm just kidding.
Supposed to be coming.
All right.
No, I knew stuff while I was with you.
Potato, say hi to my friends.
What's up, friends?
What's up, friends? One of the hottest new drone pilots out. Just saying. And there's Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Want to rotate with me?
Because I literally sent this over to another guy who says he claims to be an expert on this thing, and I'm like, dude, I soldered this puppy up so tight and clean.
I was going to say, there's nothing soldered to it but the motors. So,
You would think it would be perfect.
get your battery.
I did not bring it back to Ray. No, I'm not going live. This is just I'm just recording it. I don't do the live thing. Live things are bad
So
because I swear a lot.
I swear like that's why I stop talking every time you record. What's it not doing?
Thank you.
You plugged it in, no ESC noise.
Yeah, there's no
Beep,
tones.
beep, 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 beep.
Did you flash
Nothing.
it already?
I literally I was literally following the Josh Bardwell build video on this.
What's that mean?
I shouldn't have to flash it to make the ESC light up.
No, but if you did flash and it was a corrupt firmware, it would
No,
do that. That's
no,
what I was asking.
didn't touch it. Didn't touch it. So,
Can I have a peek?
of course.
Hold on, wait. I need some hand sanitizer.
No, he's already sanitized.
Oh.
All right. What do you think, Mr. Expert?
I'm no expert. I'm just curious.
You think it's pretty?
You got it already plugged in?
Tell me I'm pretty.
I just got to power it. Oh, I got a battery. Hold on.
I'm just looking for any like bridging that are loose.
Dude, I am so clean on my stuff. It's not even funny. I may not be the best soldering like person in the world, but
So I typed in dump and hit enter, and it brings up everything on the board.
okay.
So it's got their firmware on it. NBD Infinity. I might have to download the hex from their site. So I was thinking maybe just reflash it and see if that helps.
Hmm.
So here.
Did you have any fun? I'm getting a charger because it's still not working. Maybe it's just because the battery was low.
Firmware, and hopefully it doesn't turn into a brick.
So what I did was I downloaded it from here
Yep.
and it saved right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I uploaded it to here.
Okay. So now you're gonna hit the button. We're gonna cross your fingers.
Now I can flash firmware. Let's see what happens.
Yay.
Alright, I'm going to come back with this once I have a battery.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it done? No, it's still
No, I'll
flash.
take a few minutes.
Let's go
All right,
minimize
we'll give it a
this thing.
second here.
And it's reading everything as if it's.
So just no ESC tones.
Wait, where's your remote? And have you? No, you don't even have a
Nothing's
button.
No.
hooked up yet.
This is where I stopped, was when we plugged in no ESC, or I plugged in no ESC tones.
No motor spin either.
No, nothing. She's dead, Jim. Dead.
What's going on, man?
So we tried a bunch of different things, and apparently it's just dead.
Well, he's gonna be limited by.
So, opening up a ticket with tech support with newbie drone, and probably gonna swap out stacks. Try that. So, Aaron couldn't fix it, and we had to open up a ticket with newbie drones, and gonna have to go back and forth with them a little bit in order to get the return okay, because basically right now Excel is sitting on a ton of stuff that's newbie drone dead on arrival apparently. So kind of a bummer, because I really like their stuff. I actually have a couple of their micros from them, so hopefully they'll give me good service. We'll get this thing returned. I did buy another stack, another all-in-one stack, and shoot some video of me soldering in a little bit. But first, I gotta go do the adult thing and go to a diaper party for a friend of mine who's having a baby. Anyway, the saga continues. Peace. So I pulled out all of this stuff from Newbie Drone, which is going to go back to the manufacturer because it just doesn't work, and installed all this stuff from, who the hell is this from anyway? This is from Hobby Wing. Yay, Hobby Wing, multi-rotor, we love you. And anyway, got it from Excel, and $69 for this one, and I don't honestly remember what the cost of the other one was, but totally worth it, because when I plug in, it makes noise. Yay, noise. Hold on, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Ready? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the noise you're supposed to hear. All right, so that's what you get for now. I'm going to finish up here in a minute and hopefully get this thing in the air within the next couple of days. Okay, so one other thing. Big shout out to the guys at Hobby Wing. So this is the flight controller board, right? This is the... When was the last time you saw a fold out like this for anything to do with a drone? So it's actually got all the pinout and everything else that you need in order to solder this thing up. And even like how to flash the firmware. I mean, quite honestly, this is so user-friendly. It's even in multiple languages, but this is so user-friendly that even I can't botch this.